Hi, my name is Beth. My screen name is Erparus. That's E-R-P-A-R-U-S. Subscribe if you would like. This is my first video blog. It is 9:18 in the morning. I haven't been to bed yet. I'm determined to get my whole house clean before I go to bed. In the last couple of days I've had a lot of issues with violence, and I think it needs to be talked about because it's not talked about enough. If you're a guy and you put your hands on a woman, pretty sure you should be castrated. I just got out of a 2-year-long relationship, of which some days were fine, some days I'd walk on eggshells. Every couple of months I'd end up with some broken fingers, broken bones, something close to that. Everything had been fine for a long time until last night when he snapped, and it got really ugly and I was really scared, and I called the police, and I lost a lot of faith in them there. And it's not really their fault that they can't do anything, but I do think that they could have done something more than they did. And that makes me really angry, because it's one thing to not be able to do anything about it. It's a whole other thing to have compassion with the person. I dealt with 3 sets of different cops. I dealt with the afternoon, or rather the evening, the early morning, and well, maybe I just dealt with 2 sets, I'm not sure. I dealt with a lot of cops though, and not one of them offered me a safe place to go. Not one of them offered to remove him from the premises. Not one of them tried to find a reason to do something about it. And that really upset me. And I think that that's wrong. And right now I feel really hurt. I feel really betrayed. I feel like I've wasted 2 years of my life on someone who loves me very, very much, but cannot love me in a good way. Someone who cannot love me without putting me down. Someone who does not love themselves enough to be able to receive love instead of trying to take it. And it sucks because when you're in love with someone, as passionately as I love him, and I've put my whole entire soul into making him see that, and then there's just nothing you can do about it. You just have to give up and move on. And actually I do want to thank someone. I want to thank a lot of people, but I'm not going to focus on people in my life right now. This person isn't really in my life. Well, she is, but she has no idea that she is. She is a YouTube blogger, and her name is Experience. Let me go ahead and bring this up so I can spell it right. She spells her name XP3ERYNCE. She's a lady that blogs about pretty much anything and everything, and she has inspired me more than a couple of times. I don't know why I'm saying she, because ma'am or miss or Experience, whatever you want me to call you, I want to thank you. You did a blog a while back about negativity, and the whole just can't hear you, don't listen to it, don't take it in. And there have been times where I've sat there and thought, I'm about to die. I'm about to end up in the hospital. He's gonna kill me. Or there have been times when He has screamed stuff at me. Stuff that no person should ever have to hear. Stuff about how my dead mother was a whore, and that's how he taught me how to be that she taught me how to be a whore. And in those moments, I thought of you and what you said, and you gave me strength through that. And I wanted to say thank you very, very, very much for that. You will never fully understand how much that meant to me, and how much that still does. So, it may just be a hobby for you, but I wanted to let you know that you really inspired me. You're the reason I'm going to start vlogging. I also want to be able to look back on this first vlog and say, hey, that's where I was then, this is where I am now. And be proud of how far I've come. So, yeah. It's my first video blog. And experience, thank you. If anybody else is in a situation or has been in a situation that I am in, feel free to contact me. I will respond to almost every comment or message that I get, although I highly doubt that I will get many. But yeah, the violence has to stop. If you have a young child, maybe that should be the first thing that you teach them. Please and thank you, that can be learnt later in life. But to hit, that should be one of the first things that they learn. And don't let it be a cycle. Don't stay with an abusive guy because of the kid. Because then that kid's gonna grow up to be just like that abusive person. And I know that, and I'm not just saying that in a hypocritical way at all. My mother had a big problem with the substance abuse. I've had a lot of problems with substance abuse. You know, my ex that I'm speaking about, with everything that's happened, his father had a substance abuse problem and a very, very, very bad anger problem and violence problem. And now he has one. If you have a small child, stop the cycle. Don't let him or her turn out to hurt someone else. Stop it when you can. So yeah, basically, that's my thing. I have a tattoo of an elephant, and I probably can't quite show it. It looks kinda gross. There you go, my pink elephant. I don't know if you've ever heard the saying, the pink elephant in the room. It's the big obvious topic that nobody talks about. You know, like an elephant in the room, and no one's saying, you know, hey, why is there an elephant in the room? It means it's a controversial subject that nobody's talking about. And I think that we all, as women and as men, need to start doing something about this. We need to have an open communication with our peers, with our surrounding people, with neighbors, with people that we stand next to at the grocery store. We need to be able to talk about this, because without knowledge and without the open communication, it cannot stop. I hid everything that was going on for 2 years because I didn't feel like that communication was open. I didn't feel like I could get help. I didn't trust myself to get that help. So the next time somebody acts suspicious, or maybe someone's upset after an argument, open up that conversation. Be that friend. There's no point telling them to leave, because they won't until they're ready. Some people, they'll never leave. And I love the saying, there's plenty more fish in the sea, but hey, who wants to date a fish, right? But I know that I'm worthy of love, and I know that I'm worthy of healthy love. And as my mother always said, a man of quality will not be afraid of a woman of equality. I do not have welcome written on my forehead, therefore I will not be a doormat. So yeah, a smile doesn't cost a penny, and open up the subject. Help stop it. Subscribe if you'd like. I hope that the next one will be a lot happier. But remember, a smile doesn't cost a